Hey everyone, welcome back to Friendly English Class. This is your go-to podcast for real, everyday English conversations and easy listening practice.
Yeah, this is the place where you actually learn English from natural talk, not from staring at boring grammar books. I'm Brian.
And I'm Vanessa. So, Brian, how's your day going? Have you been pretty busy?
A little bit, yeah. I had some work to do this morning and then I hit the gym, but I'm feeling pretty good now. How about you, Vanessa?
I'm doing well, just a little bit tired. I stayed up way too late last night watching a movie.
So you were maybe wasting a little bit of time.
Okay, maybe just a little, but it was a really good movie. Anyway, I'm happy today because we get to sit down and talk with our listeners again.
Same here. It's always great to just hang out and help people practice their English.
Yeah, it really feels like we're all just hanging out in the same room together. So, small talk aside, let's get into today's topic.
Right, before we end up wasting their time. Today, we are talking about something super important. Don't waste your time.
Yeah, because time is basically your life. If you waste your time, you're kind of wasting a piece of your life.
Oof, that sounds a bit heavy. But don't worry, guys, we are going to keep it really simple and fun today.
Definitely. And real quick, before we dive in, we have a small favor to ask.
Yeah, if you enjoy listening to this podcast, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who is also learning English.
Especially that one friend we all have who says, "Oh, I just have no time to study English," but then you see them scrolling on their phone for an hour.
We all know someone like that. Honestly, sometimes we are that person.
Very true. Okay, so let's start by figuring out what wasting your time actually means. Brian, how would you describe wasting time in simple English?
That's a good question. To waste time basically means you use your time to do something that isn't important and doesn't actually help you.
Right. It's not about whether it's fun or not fun. It's about whether it brings any value to your life.
Exactly. The best way to think about it is like a bottle of water.
A bottle of water?
Yeah. You only have a certain amount of water inside that bottle. If you just open it and pour it out onto the floor, you can't drink it later. It's gone. That is exactly what wasting time is like.
Oh, I really like that. If I just pour my time on the floor, I can't get it back to use it again.
Yep. If you spend your time doing things that don't help you rest, don't help you learn, and don't help you grow, you're just pouring your water on the floor.
And honestly, we usually know when we're doing it, right? You finish doing something and immediately think, why did I just do that?
Exactly. That feeling of regret. You think, I could have done something way better with those last 30 minutes. That's the biggest sign that you just wasted your time.
Like when I tell myself, I'm just going to watch one short video, and suddenly it's 40 minutes later and I don't even remember what I was watching.
Oh yeah, that happens to the best of us. So, now that we know what it means, let's talk about how to actually fix it, especially when it comes to learning English.
Okay, I have a quick story to start us off.
Nice! Stories are great for remembering things.
So, last month, I was working on my laptop. My brain was just feeling completely fried. So I told myself, I'm going to take a 10-minute break.
Sounds responsible.
Right? So I sat on the couch, pulled out my phone, and clicked on a funny video. I laughed. It was great. But then the next video autoplayed, and I thought the most dangerous sentence ever. Okay, just one more.
Just one more. Famous last words.
Yep. Eventually, my eyes started hurting, and I checked the clock. An hour and 15 minutes had gone by.
Wow, that is a very long 10-minute break.
I know. And the worst part was I didn't even feel rested. I just felt empty, a little guilty, and honestly, more tired than before.
Yeah, it's that feeling where time just slips through your fingers like dry sand.
That's a great way to describe it, like sand. So after that happened, I realized I needed to be way more intentional with how I spend my time.
Intentional. That means doing something on purpose, having a reason for it, not just letting it happen by accident.
Exactly. And today we put together a few simple tips that really helped us. And hopefully they'll help our listeners too.
Let's hear them. What is tip number one?
Tip number one is to make a tiny plan.
Tiny, not a big plan.
Nope, a tiny one. Think about how the GPS in your car works.
Okay.
If you just get in your car and don't type in an address, you just drive around randomly. You go in circles, you waste gas, and you waste time because you have no final destination. But the second you type in one simple address, the GPS tells you exactly where to turn. Making a tiny plan is like giving your day an address.
That makes total sense, because a lot of people wake up and say, "Today I am going to improve my English," but that is way too big. It's too vague.
Yeah, vague meaning it's just not clear. So instead of a vague plan, make a tiny one. Say, today I will learn 3 new vocabulary words, or today I'll listen to a 10-minute English podcast.
That feels so much easier. I actually have a good example of this. When I first started trying to learn another language, I promised myself I would study for 1 full hour every single day.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was way too much. I got exhausted, I started skipping days, and then I just felt guilty about it.
I totally get that.
So, I changed the rule. I told myself I am only going to study for 10 minutes. That was the whole plan. Sometimes I ended up studying longer, but the only thing I promised myself was 10 minutes.
And did it work?
So much better. I never felt scared to start because anyone can do 10 minutes, and every time I finished, I felt really proud.
I love that. So the lesson there is make a tiny, clear plan so your brain knows exactly where to go.
Exactly. Less time deciding what to do means less time wasted. All right, what is tip number two?
Tip number 2, use your pocket time.
Pocket time?
Yeah. Imagine your time for the day is a pile of coins.
Okay, I'm with you.
You have your big coins, which are your 1 hour or 2 hour blocks of free time, but you also have all these tiny coins in your pocket. 5 minutes here, 3 minutes there, 7 minutes over there.
Ah, like when you're just standing in line at the grocery store or waiting for a bus.
Exactly. Most people just throw those small coins in the trash by pulling out their phones and scrolling. But if you actually save up all those small coins, they turn into something big.
That's a really cool way to look at it. So instead of scrolling, you could use that 5 minutes at the bus stop to review your 3 new English words, or listen to a podcast while you wash the dishes.
Mm-hmm. I actually have a friend who became fluent in English almost entirely by using pocket time. She's a working mom with 2 kids, so she is constantly busy. She told me, I never have a free hour to sit down at a desk, but I have plenty of free minutes.
That is so smart.
Yeah, so she just used the gaps. 5 minutes walking to the car, 10 minutes on her lunch break, 7 minutes right before she fell asleep. And after a few months, she realized she was understanding so much more.
She turned all those little coins into a treasure. So if you feel like you have no time to study, start looking for your pocket time.
What about tip number 3, Brian?
Tip number 3 is to make English fun. Because if it feels like a punishment or a boring chore, you're going to avoid it.
Oh, totally. Imagine telling a kid to go play with their toys, but standing over them yelling, "Don't make any mistakes! Do it perfectly!" They would hate playing.
Yeah, they'd quit immediately. Your brain works the same way. If studying English is always stressful and heavy, your brain is just going to say, "No thanks, I'd rather scroll on my phone." You have to turn it into a game.
How do you do that?
Connect it to something you already enjoy. Like for me, I love music. So when I was learning, I would print out the lyrics to a song I liked, circle the words I didn't know, and then just sing it in the shower. I tried to copy the singer's exact pronunciation. It was fun, and I learned a lot.
That's a great method. For me, it was TV shows. I would find a short series, put the English subtitles on, and just watch. Eventually, I realized I was understanding the jokes without even reading the words.
Those little victories feel so good. And when it's fun, you spend way more time with the language without feeling drained.
Exactly. So play with English. Listen to music, watch shows, play video games in English. Use the fun stuff to your advantage. Okay, now we have to talk about the dark side of this.
You mean the little glowing rectangle we all carry around?
Yep. Tip number 4. Watch out for time thieves.
Time thieves. I really like that phrase.
A time thief is something that steals your free time but gives you absolutely nothing valuable in return. For most of us, that's social media.
Yeah, social media is fine in small doses, but it just takes and takes if you aren't paying attention. I remember sitting on my bed one night just to reply to one single text message. Then I clicked a funny video, then I read the comments, then I clicked a news article. My brain was overwhelmed, but I hadn't actually learned anything.
And then you just feel sad and tired when you put the phone down. We have to protect our time from those thieves.
How do you usually do it?
I just make small rules for myself. If I am sitting down to study English, I leave my phone in the kitchen. I also turn off my notifications for an hour.
That's smart. It's like locking the front door. You aren't angry at the thief outside, you just want to make sure your house is safe.
Right. Protect your focus. You'll get so much more done, and you'll feel like you're actually in control of your day.
So, Vanessa, let me ask you something. If we are trying so hard not to waste time, does that mean we just need to be studying and working every single minute of the day?
Oh, absolutely not. That brings us to tip number 5, which might be the most important one. Rest is not wasting time.
Thank you for saying that. I like to think of the human body like a cell phone battery.
Okay, that makes sense.
If you use your phone all day long playing games and making calls, and you never plug it into the wall, what happens?
The screen goes black. It dies.
Exactly. And we are exactly the same. If we just work, study, run errands, and never sit down, our battery hits 0. Getting good sleep, sitting in silence, or just relaxing on the couch is how you plug yourself into the wall.
I have the perfect example of this. I was working on a project late one night. I was exhausted, but I forced myself to keep typing. I worked for 2 hours, and the work was terrible. The next morning, after I actually slept, I deleted it all and rewrote it perfectly in 30 minutes.
Yep. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is just go to sleep. It prepares you to be better the next day. It's all about balance.
Balance. Some work, some study, some fun, and some rest.
Perfect. Okay, before we wrap up, we used quite a few good vocabulary words today. Let's do a quick review.
Good idea. First, we talked about being intentional. That means doing something on purpose, not by accident. Like, I am intentional with my time.
Then we use the word vague. Vague just means unclear. So saying, I want to be better at English is vague. But saying, I will learn 3 words today is clear.
We also mentioned pocket time. This isn't a strict dictionary word, but it's a great phrase. It means the small 5 or 10-minute gaps in your schedule while you wait for things.
Next was distracted. That means you can't focus because your brain keeps jumping to other things. Like, my phone makes me distracted when I read.
And time thief. Something that steals your time and gives you nothing back, like scrolling endlessly on social media.
We talked about the word invest. When you invest your time, it means you spend energy now so you get a reward in the future. You didn't waste time on this podcast, you invested it in your English.
Love that. We also mentioned routine. A routine is just the normal order of things you do every day, like your morning routine of waking up, making coffee, and listening to English.
And finally, balance. Having a good mix of everything in your life. Not too much work and not too much lazy time.
If you want a fun little challenge, pick one of those words and write a sentence with it down in the comments. It's like a tiny workout for your English brain.
Yeah, the comments section is just a friendly little gym where we all practice together. So Vanessa, if someone is listening and feeling motivated, what should they do right now?
4 easy steps. Step 1. Pick one tiny English goal for today. Just learn 3 words from this episode.
Step 2, pick exactly when you will do it. Use your pocket time.
Step 3, make it fun. Listen to a song or watch a show.
And step 4, when you finish, say something nice to yourself. Just tell yourself, good job, I used my time well.
It's so simple, but it stops you from being your own worst enemy and turns you into your own coach.